I got me a truck, a trailer, and a chainsaw.
Stay back, I got a chainsaw.
And $0. Can we go from 0 to 100 million? Let's find out. Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. This is episode 51 on our journey from 0 to $100 million. I believe this is going to be a huge turning point for this series. I'm hoping it is. I mean, a lot of this stuff I do might already have done that, as far as planting all that cotton. That might have been the big turning point. But what I'm saying is, I want to put in some more production because I realize this is full. Is it really that full? I can't remember. Yeah, I guess it is full. I guess we got some grass left over. Let's head that into town, make some TMR. I realize I'm spending a lot of time moving around pallets, and I want to cut down on that. And a lot of these pallets, they are from the Dragon's Den production mod. So let's get into town here in a little bit. Look at that. I got a few more things I need to do. Start up some workers on some of these other fields, and then I'll see y'all in town. Here's a little bit of an issue that might happen. This might not all go inside here. And wow, I got a lot of stuff checked out right there. Okay. Guess I need to move those pallets. I don't know what I was thinking last time around. But yeah, that trailer tractor off to the left there, that had 1 million liters in it from our main silo hub. And hey, took all that great. I mean, I guess it's a good issue to have as far as we're about to make a whole lot of TMR. Here's the production here. We got a little over 1.5 million liters of grass in there. That's going to turn into hay and silage, and that hay and silage is going to turn into TMR, which is feed for our cows. I can't exactly remember why I got these spawning now, but ooh, look at that. Those should have fell right out. The reason I want to put in some more productions is to minimize me having to move these quite a bit. Now, these have nowhere to go as far as a next production. Let's get in that next production for them to go somewhere. And there's a lot more inside this Dragon's Den production mod that we have not actually touched, even though I'm using quite a bit of it. But that's what we're going to do this episode, add more of that and automate more of it, which equals more money, right? Looking through some of these mods, I'm realizing I think I got a long way to go before I can actually do anything with these, but I do feel comfortable to say I could probably do the fruit processing factory. I'm going to go ahead and put in every single Dragon's Den mod that I am missing. Take a look inside of them. I haven't used them all, so I don't know. I'm going to take a look inside of them and see what all I can get going over there. But the reason I say I could probably do this fruit processing factory is because we make all that fruit right over here inside this. The only issue is that sugar cubes at the end there. I don't think I make much sugar. we may just buy some. But let's go ahead and start getting all this stuff in. I'm just going to do a pretty big build right over here, I guess. Take up all this area through here. Maybe even a little bit back here. We'll see what happens. Oh man, I just spent a lot of money. This may have been a mistake. I don't know. There's so many productions I got in here. Got a dairy over here. Even got a new sugar mill in here, which I'm kind of excited about because it takes honey, and we got a lot of honey. If honey can turn into sugar, that just solves our sugar shortage issue. Pretty excited about that. So I made that mistake putting in the base game one, forgot I had the Dragon's Den one. Rambo Hacker Gaming pointed it out to me, and I noticed it in editing. Smokehouse stuff over here too, butcher, some smokehouse, pretty excited about that. This is some syrup factory, I believe. This right here is fruit processing. I believe that's the one I said I know we can run right now. Rest of them are kind of up in the air. We got a bakery over here, even another bakery over here. It's called the Aftershock Bakery. A little more advanced stuff, or a little more extra stuff, I guess. And I actually couldn't buy it all. I am missing this building right here, the Dragon's Den, the Factory 2. Don't got it. Don't have enough money for it. $1.5 million. Yeah, I did have enough money to buy this $1.2 million one, which is right here. That's crazy. But yeah, quite a bit of stuff here. I'm pretty excited to get into it. There was something I didn't use. Okay, it's the spinnery. That's what it is. The Dragon's Den spinnery. I did not run with this one. We are using some of these from, I guess. Wait a second. Oh, maybe it's this one right here. Okay, I guess I am using the Dragon's Den spinnery at some point because we need that wick. But I didn't get this one or add another one. We got another spinnery coming up pretty soon. Somebody did recommend one. And I'm going to give it a try because we obviously got a lot of cotton coming up in the future. But yeah, let me connect all these somehow to the main road, make it drivable through because I'm going to have to actually drive quite a bit of pallets through here and unload it. For this big old one right over here. And what is that? Oh, that's a rock. Okay. Does look kind of weird. That's a winery. Yeah. We're gonna make some wine. Chris Stewart might be happy about that one. Here's a little flyover of the kind of finished product, I guess. It's good enough. It's gonna do the job. I'll probably end up just driving across the grass, to be honest with y'all. A lot, especially like right over here. I got a semi already out here on the grass. Yeah, it's no big deal. Let's go ahead and get a few of these fired up, see which ones I can get running to 100% capacity. Like I mentioned, this one right here, this fruit processing or fruit juice one, I believe takes a lot from here. Let's see if that's true or not. I'm gonna start there. Well, here's a couple of the products and everything I can make. I believe I do have all this stuff already. Well, most of it at least, let's put it that way. And there is an issue. It's requiring sugar, obviously. Let's start with the sugar, and then we'll come back to this one. That is what I am talking about right there. I don't think we're gonna have any issue with sugar moving forward because we can make it from honey. Let's go ahead and turn that on. Priority 1 for honey. Come over here. And then we'll go ahead and set the sugar on distributing. And that's going to go places also, which I believe I already have it coming to my large silo. And yes, I do. Got 144,000 liters in there. Pretty nice. Like it. Love it. This is looking amazing. Looking back into this fruit processing factory, I'm looking through right now, seeing apples, blackberries, all that stuff right here on the right. And like I said, I believe I got it all. That should be everything inside this Dragon's Den large greenhouse hop right here, which is awesome. And got a bunch of red bubbles there because we're out of compost. I got some. I just need to refill it. Now let's go ahead and make sure these change from spawning to distributing because they got a place to go now. Every single one of these blueberries, raspberries, cranberries are all going to be turned into some sort of juice. I don't know about pumpkin. I'll try to confirm that one. Looks like pumpkin does come over here. There is one that does not come over here, which is hops. I believe I'll need that for alcohol. Hey, that's fine. We'll get there eventually. But yeah, no, it definitely comes over here. It's going to start coming over here. Water will start coming over here too. I believe everything will start coming over here. That is awesome. I'll just let it kind of run on its own. Well, you know what? I got to turn it on. So let's do that real quick. We'll make jam. We're making it all. It runs in parallel. It's kind of hard to see right here. There's 2 lines going up and down. So what that means is this will run 240 cycles. This will run 240 cycles and so on. Now, I don't have any exact priority of how I want this stuff to run. Just going to run it all. Apple juice. Sweet. Wait, do I got apples? That might be something I don't have. One thing I'm not going to worry about activating right now is the raisins. I want to use the grapes for grape juice. I feel like those are probably more value, most likely. But apples, do I got apples? That's the $1 million question. No, I do not have apples. That is a different greenhouse thing, which I planned on actually adding because some of these productions don't quite have their required products up front. You know, there might actually be quite a bit more that I don't have besides just the apples. Looking down here, I believe I needed cherries, lemons, all that stuff. We're going to add 2 things here. We're going to add this large orchard and this maple tree. We will need that maple syrup, I guess. There is a production here that's going to require that. So let's go ahead and get those added in. Yeah, I believe that's all I'll need because I already got the greenhouse hop, got the greenhouse, orchards. Let's get these orchards in and we'll be moving in the right direction. Yeah, it turns out I was missing quite a bit out of this orchard, so I definitely had to get it. Apples, cherries, lemons, orange, pear, plum, peach. We're going to need all that. Going to go ahead and fire up all these productions here. I'm going to do a little touching up on these. There's a lot that goes into this. I don't want to just leave a whole episode on this screen. I realize I leave a lot on this screen. Don't know if that even makes for good content. I don't know. But let me go through, get all these as active as possible, and I'll give you all a little recap. We are completely out of compost. A little bit of an issue. I'm going to go ahead and buy a bunch of manure. Bring it over here manually. I don't have anything coming over here. Yeah, it's deactivated right there, manure. I didn't want all my manure coming over here because I use that to make some solid fertilizer, which I believe is quite a bit more profitable than compost. But I need compost to kind of keep the stuff running and going. Or I could just use manure. I think the compost is better. I don't know. So let me go ahead and get that over here. I said I'd bring y'all back whenever I'm done with it all, but no, I just wanted to give a reason for why that money up there is probably about to completely disappear. I'm just going to let this run while I go through touching all these up, and I got a feeling all that money's going to be gone. I realized something, the manure's not going to make me broke. It's going to be these seeds here, because while going through the productions, I noticed a few of our beginning productions, like for the wood, is missing seeds, and it was actually missing a lot of manure too. So let's go ahead and blow right through all our money right now. I should probably save some. Come on, I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah, let's just go ahead and stop it right there. Right around $50,000 left in our bank. I mean, I'm sure it's going to go up, but it's not looking good. And of course, I'll use this distributor here to get to our productions, because not only is there one production that's missing seed, I think there was like 2 or 3. Turns out, once again, I'm an idiot. I had plenty of seeds already in here, 521,000 liters. Well, I just added whatever we had there, but yeah, I just didn't have it on distributing. Problem solved now. And I'm broke. I believe I'm coming up to the end of all these productions here, and there's a lot of them that just require stuff we don't have, such as butter and eggs, I guess, for an example. We got plenty of milk and some flour. So I'm not exactly going to fire these up quite yet. Maybe eventually. Really just looking for the ones that kind of run on their own as a little passive income every single month. I believe it's finally time we start using the milk out of here. 274,000 liters of milk. That's a little bit over one of these containers right here. I'm gonna go ahead and run this 200,000 liters over to our large silo, start distributing it out if I can remember, and it's gonna be used to make some butter and some other milk products or things that require milk. Believe I got the last of it running, stuff that required milk, and noticing, hey, this takes some sheep and goat milk, possibly? Maybe we'll tap into that market a little bit, possibly. I don't know, sheep cheese, goat cheese. I do got ice cream, yogurt, cream, and butter being made. Pretty excited about some of that. There is still one production that I have not touched that's going to require quite a bit of my time, I think, and that's going to be saved for next episode. If y'all know what production that is, and that we can actually do, see if y'all could drop that down in the comments. Let's just say it's got something to do with, I can't give you a hint. It would be too easy. I did scroll by it though. You know what? I will give y'all a little bit of a hint. It's going to have something to do with this $10 million sheep challenge. Somewhat of something to do with that. And there's a production that I'm not quite using yet, but I plan on using in the future. And we'll use it next episode on here. It's going to require a lot of time. But I really want to thank y'all so much for stopping in and watching. And until next time, y'all take care.